Hey guys, today I'm doing this look for you, which I have to admit, I think this is in my top 5 favorite looks that I've done on this channel. It's just a really summery, bronzy, bright, cheerful kind of makeup. We've had absolutely atrocious weather here in Sydney the past week. It may have even been in the news in your country, but they said it was the worst storm that Sydney had ever seen in 10 years. It was ridiculous. But the sun is out today. It is a beautiful day, and I am just so excited because I'm going back to Ireland in 3 weeks, so I'm going back into summer. So I really wanted to create something bright and summery. So excited. If you want to see how to get this look, then just keep watching. So I already have a little bit of my REVE MIEL lip balm by NUXE. Really like this actually. It stays on for ages. Like if I put this on before I go to bed, I can still feel it when I wake up the next morning. So big fan of that. For my primer today, I am going to use the ILLAMASQUA matte primer. I'm going to be doing quite a lot of highlighting, and the base I'm going to be using is a little bit dewy, so I kind of want to counteract some of that shine by using a mattifying primer, because as you all know, my skin is kind of naturally prone to shine, so we don't want to be looking like a light bulb. For my foundation today, I'm going to use a CC cream. This is by IT Cosmetics, and it has an SPF 50, which is just amazing for coming into the spring and the summer. It also has ridiculous coverage. Like I don't know, I always expect CC creams and BB creams and stuff to be like tinted moisturizer levels of coverage, but this is full on coverage. So nice if you like full coverage, but you still want to have that sun protection during the day. And this color, surprise, it's a little bit dark for me. So I have some false tan on, so hopefully it'll all match up together. This was another product I brought away with me on my hen weekend actually a couple of weeks ago, and this is basically what I wore because I had a spray tan done beforehand, and I'm really impressed. It wears very well, even though it is quite a moist kind of texture. It does set and it stays put really well. I would say if you've got any skin type bar extremely oily, this I think would be a pretty good product to try. For concealer today, I'm using MAC Studio Finish in NW20, and I think I'm just going to put that under the eyes. This is a Cover FX contour brush. It will make sense why I'm using this brush in a few minutes. It's another double-ended brush. I used a IT Cosmetics double-ended brush in my last tutorial as well. They're so handy. Now before I set my skin with powder, I'm actually going to do my contouring, and that's because I've got some cream contours today. I am going to try one of the new Cover FX cream contour palettes. This is in the colour medium neutral, and actually it says neutral but it's quite warm, so I would say, I'm just going to predict this is not going to be a very good contouring kit, but I think it will be a beautiful bronzing kit, so that's what I'm going to use it for today. Obviously if you've got a darker or a warmer skin tone, it might work a little bit better, but for me this is going to be a little bit too orange, so I'm going to use it as bronzer instead. And this is why I have my contour brush. See, it's all making sense now. So I'm going to go into number 3 first. I'm just going to get some of the product. Just kind of put it into the contour like where I would usually put contour, and just blend it upwards. Maybe I'll just apply it all over first and then blend it in. The only thing I have that's kind of similar to this in my collection is my Bobbi Brown University palette, and that is kind of what I use when I want cream bronzers, especially on clients, because I've got like every single possible colour you would need. And immediately the difference I can tell between this and the Bobbi Brown is this is a lot creamier and a lot easier to blend. I have my foundation brush handy. Just if I put too much on, I can use that to buff it away. I think I may have put a little bit too much on over here. I'm going to just very lightly bring a little bit of that across the bridge of my nose in this kind of area of my face here, because I want to look sun-kissed. There are also 2 highlighters in this, so there's a matte highlight and a shimmery one. I'm not going to use the matte. I think I'm just going to use a little bit of the shimmery one because I do want glowy, shiny skin. I have no idea how shiny this is. I haven't tried this one yet at all. All right, I'm looking super shiny. I think I'm going to need to pop a little bit of powder on, and today I'm using something other than Mineralize Skinfinish. I'm going to use my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I feel like I've got quite a lot of coverage products on my skin between that contour palette and the foundation, so I don't want to add any more coverage. So something like this is nice and light with no coverage, and it's just going to take away the shine. And the shine that I want to take away is this kind of chubby part of the cheek here, where it meets that horrible smile line. Oh, I hate that part of my face. And up here and the middle of my forehead, because I get really oily there. Also under the eyes, don't forget to powder under the eyes to stop the concealer going anywhere, and the chin. On my brows today, I'm using my Kat Von D Tattoo Brow Pen in the colour Blonde. I think with really sun-kissed summery looks like this, if you have naturally light eyebrows, it looks more convincing to keep them light, because in the sun your eyebrows get bleached. Same as the hair on your head. So it just looks a little bit more kind of beach baby if you have lighter eyebrows. So I'm just going to use this literally just to bulk in the shape and fix the structure of the brows, but not really to add any depth of colour. Onto the eyes, and today I'm going to prime my eyes with MAC Painterly Paint Pot. So today on my eyes, for the first time, I'm so excited to have this, I'm using my Urban Decay Naked Basics palette. And I'm first going to take the colour Naked 2 onto my MAC 217 brush, and I'm going to start using this to define the crease. I'm going to take a little bit of Foxy, this slightly yellow tone flesh colour, and just place that under my eyebrow. Having that matte colour there is actually going to make it a lot easier to get a really lovely even blend from that Naked 2 colour. Next I'm going to go into Faint, that dark matte brown colour, on a slightly pointier brush this time, and just get that right into the crease. And on that outside V shape as well. C shape. For the colour on the centre of my lid, I want something a little bit shimmery, so I'm going to use one of the Makeup Geek pigments in the colour Sweet Dreams. And you know, I'm actually going to use my finger to put this on, so we have the little pot, try not to get it everywhere. I'm just going to take my middle finger and just press it. So it's going onto that section that doesn't really have any eyeshadow on it yet. And then I'll just take my 217 brush just to buff the edge into that brown colour. And just taking whatever colour is in the lid, I'm going to use a pencil brush, pop that around the inside corner. And I'm actually going to bring that the whole way across the lower lash line. For my eyeliner today, I'm using my L'Oreal gel, but no flicks today. I don't want to have obvious eyeliner. I'm just going to smudge a little bit of this right in at the roots of my lashes. I'm going to put on some individual false lashes in a second. So this is going to kind of disguise where they're glued on, and also just add a little bit of depth to the roots of my lashes. So I'm painting it on. I'm aiming for the roots of my lashes. I'm not even aiming for the skin. So I'm just getting a very tiny amount product on there, and I'll just take a little pencil brush just to slightly smudge that in. I'm also just going to paint a little bit of that eyeliner onto my upper waterline. Just wiggle the brush right in to make sure that there's no gaps. And I'll just do a little bit of mascara with my MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash, but as I said, I'm going to be doing individual lashes, so I'm not going to put a huge amount of this on. And I'll pop some on the bottom lashes. For my lashes today, I'm using the Ardell Knot Free Flares in the medium length, and I'm concentrating them more at the center of my eye to give them a more rounded, more kind of awake, doe-eyed look. And I applied about 5 or 6 little bunches to each eye. Now before I do the colour on my cheeks, I'm going to do my lip colour because we're doing a crazy bright lip colour. So it always works best, I think, to do that lip colour first, and then you can really gauge how much colour you actually need on your cheeks rather than ending up looking like Bobo the Clown and having way too much colour on your cheeks. Today I'm going to use Candy Yum Yum. I don't think I've used this in a video yet. So you remember we put some lip balm on first, so need to blot that off. So for this lip colour, I'm actually going to start applying the lipstick first and then go back and perfect the edge with a lip liner afterwards. Actually, it's surprisingly creamy for a matte lipstick. And to perfect that lip line, I'm using one of the MAC chromographic pencils in Process Magenta. So lips are done. Look at how white that makes your teeth. That real blue tone pink. Love that colour. So they're done. Final thing is just colour on the cheeks, and today I'm going to use MAC Warm Soul, and I'm using this because it's not really a very strong colour. I don't want to use anything that's going to clash or compete with that pink lip, so I went for something a little bit more muted. And that's the finished look. So I really hope you enjoyed watching that tutorial as much as I am enjoying wearing this makeup right now. I am in love with this look. I really hope you give it a go yourself, even if you change up the lip color. And if you do, please tag me on Instagram. My handle is on the screen right now. I love when you recreate my tutorials. It's honestly like, that's like the most satisfying part of all of this. And if you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I put out videos every Monday and Friday, and by subscribing, it just means that I'll come into your feed so you don't have to go searching for my videos anymore. It just makes your life an awful lot easier, and it really helps me out. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I really, really do appreciate it. I hope you have a great week, and we'll see you very soon. Bye! Hey guys, today I'm doing this look for you, which is a very quick and simple to do daytime smoky eye. Obviously you could wear it for nighttime too, but I think it's just soft enough and just wearable enough to get away with for daytime. So this would be lovely maybe if you've got something special happening at work, or just something nice to do during the day, or even just to go shopping and you want to wear a little bit of a